Hello all, welcome back to another video. This video is going into the Fight Against Depression series. As I've said in every video thus far, I'm not in this for the gains, the monetary gains, the likes, the subs. I'm not bothered. I don't care about the money. I'm in this to help people like you, people who's been through. I've been through a lot of stuff over my life, and I'm only 22. But I feel like I've lived 200 lifetimes in these past 22 years. This video isn't me going to be talking about me. This video, well, it will be, in fact, but this video is about endings. I want to talk about endings. Things end, things begin. And it's not a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing. Sometimes things come, sometimes things go. But from any experience, any situation, there's knowledge to be gained. From anything. Good or bad. If you've made a mistake, you know what you shouldn't do. You know what doing certain actions would lead up to certain consequences. You learn. It's called learning. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake. There's nothing wrong with things ending. A lot of times endings, like, if you feel sad about an ending, something coming to an end, or you feel depressed or down about something ending, all it means is that you've appreciated what you've had while you've had it. You've got good memories of things that you've seen, that you've experienced, whether it being a relationship or a pet, an object, a piece of property. I don't know what's got you down. And it doesn't matter what's got you down, you have a right to feel you. Whatever's got you down, whatever's important to you, is important to me, and it's important to my community, and it's important to many more people than you'd think. And so if I don't cover what you want, if you don't see any of my videos I've got up, if they don't cover anything you want me to talk about, and if this one doesn't, put it in the comments and I will make a video dedicated to that. I will research, I will spend time, I will talk to you directly. If you need to DM me, put it in the comments and we can arrange something. I'm here, guys. I'm here for you, and I'm sure you're here for me. And I hope my community can help each other. I genuinely do. It's like, I'm not in this for the games, I'm in this for the community values. A lot of things have come to an end in my life. Some good, some bad, all valuable in terms of knowledge. Now, let's talk about something, well, I don't know where I'm going to talk about this video. Just a second, guys. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I don't know exactly the flow of this video. I don't I don't write things out on paper. I've got paper nearby for notes when people ring me. I've got something important on the other side of this. But I don't make notes for the videos. I just go with what flows. And I barely edit them. I've got a little button that pauses the recording. So that's the little cuts. I don't think most YouTubers will want me to tell you that, but there you go. There's a button on our recording software called OBS. There's a button that you can pause recording. It makes the cuts. You can assign a button to it too, so it just makes pauses. But yeah, many things end, many things begin. I used to have a dog. A relationship with my dog begun. He was a black cocker spaniel, and he was my best friend. I love that dog, and looking back, I should have spent more time with him being better, a better owner, but I was still young. I didn't know much better. But I do have some great memories with that dog. I can still remember the connection I had with that dog. But inevitably it came to an end, then relatively quickly. There's a few things that's gone off in my life that I've talked about in my other videos about my depression and my other mental health issues. And one of the aspects was that dog. I didn't know how to handle loss. I didn't know how to handle grief. So all I knew what to do was bottle it away and forget about it. And I did. Until it came back after everything else started happening in life. I started to oh, if I can just lock this away and forget about it, it's never an issue. I kept putting more and more in this bottle. And inevitably it creates emotional weight, baggage, that ultimately led to my depression and burnout and whatever else I did. If you want my full walkthrough, like my life, most of it's on these other videos. I've got a few specifically talking about my experiences. And there's still more to come, but it is where it is. I was saying endings, it's not. Like, yeah, that dog. It came to an end, and recently I've like working on myself these past few years. I've gone through all my life and processed what I needed to process. It took me 10 years, 15 years to process certain things because I've bottled them away for that long. So I'm 22 now. It's been a lifelong thing. 22 doesn't sound old, but if you live my life, it feels like 200 lifetimes, honestly. But that's just me, I think. If you can relate, let me know in the comments, because I am genuinely interested to know about that. But yeah, many things come, many things go, and if I knew what I knew back then, what I did now, I was absolutely devastated about losing that dog. Now I've sat through the emotions, and now I've just spent the time to grieve and process everything in my life, especially including that dog. It and grieved everything I need to grieve. It took me a few years to get it all out. I managed to grieve what I need to grieve, and it's loosened me up. I feel much lighter than I've ever done before. And so my situation from that dog, things I've gained from the beginning and endings of a short-term relationship with a very close pet. In my case, I became my friend because I had very few. Um, so I learned to trust and put my faith into another creature that counted on me. And then after it ended, I've gained the tools to cope with grief. I've learned to be able to suppress certain emotions so I can so I'm not exploding in public, so I can come home and do my routines and do my things, daily practices that help me release those emotions in a controlled manner rather than exploding all the time in public. And my mistake before with that is I kept it bottled up. I bottled away in public and then just kept it left hidden under the bed, like inside myself. And then after I released it, I learned it can be a useful skill to have, to be able to suppress your emotions, certain emotions, but not all of it. Like, if I'm angry in public, I can throw most of that anger in that now empty bottle, and I can go through my day might be a bit of noise through my day, but I wouldn't start screaming or getting violent there and then, middle of streets or whatever. I come home and do my things that I do to help release my emotions and keep me in a calm, stable mindset. Or help to. And yeah, so it's only an issue if you leave it unchecked and keep it constantly bottled up for a long time. If you do it shortly, not a lot, for a few hours a day, or till you can get to somewhere comfortable and safe for a few hours to process, it can be a valuable skill that anybody can learn. Although honestly, there's better ways. I'm just well, and maybe like I say, I've not been around that many people. I've met a lot of people, but I've not had a deep connection with a lot of people, so I don't really know people's personal experiences with a lot of things. So I'm just going off what I see from people watching. I do have 10, 15 years experience in psychology, but you don't need that. You don't need any qualifications. You can just go out and watch people, learn, see what they do. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I was talking about what? Oh yes, I gained tools and skills from losing my dog. Um, so yeah, it sucks that I lost him, but I have got good memories with him, and the experience of him has taught me valuable things. Even 10 years down the line, it's taught me valuable things. So, it might not always feel like it in the moment when things come to an end. That it won't get better, but and if you keep all the emotions bottled up, it won't get better. It'll only get worse. If you've got to grieve. Now, if you don't, now something happened a long time ago. Like my auntie passed, and when my dog passed, like a few people passed in my life, and I've kind of always been emotionally unavailable in that way, like through grief. And I was confused when my auntie passed because I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel happy, I didn't feel sad, I didn't feel angry, I didn't react at all. Like, I was so shocked at myself. Like, I even went into the bathroom mirror to see, like, if I'd taken something I wasn't supposed to take. And I don't know, because, and even now, I pro, it baffles me. Like, I did care for that woman, she was a wonderful woman. And I just can't understand why I still don't. And, like, I miss her, but I don't feel sad she's gone. I don't know why that is. And I've been baffled by that for a long time. For a long time. Very long time. I had a hamster, and I grew attached to a hamster, and I cried when that passed. I didn't over my auntie, and I cannot understand why. Maybe because I saw the pain she when she was close to her end, and now I know she was better off without all that pain. But I don't think that's it either. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, guys. I struggle too. I struggle constantly with things that I don't understand. Like, how am I so emotionally charged over losing a pet than my own auntie? And like I said, I'm not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect, and I struggle just as much as any of you do. Even though I've got all these tools now, I still struggle. Life is one constant struggle, but you can learn to see another side of things that doesn't always feel bad. There's ups and downs to life. Now I know for a certain fact I've got great memories of my auntie. She she never judged me. She's one of the few people in my life that you really didn't feel any judgment or malice at all, no matter what. Even if she was shouting at you could feel the love, like really feel the love. Well, she never used to shout. She used to give out love taps. She'd hit you, but you could feel the love behind each punch. But yeah. So if you don't, even if you don't feel the urge to cry, to grieve over a loss, there's nothing inherently wrong with you. It's just maybe that you can appreciate the life they've had more than appreciate what they lived for and have lived no matter the circumstance. And I think that's why I've never felt much grief about her because I've got them lessons from her. I've got those. Now I'm talking about it. It's starting to catch up to me. What? But yeah, she taught me to be myself. Other people have through my life. I'm not discrediting anybody, but I'm just saying this circumstance about my auntie. She taught me that basically f everybody else. You'll be you. And if someone's gonna say, "Oh, I will come," she said, even in life, she was very spiritual. That if anyone judges you for being yourself or my brother, I'll come back down from heaven and I'll sort it out. But and that might be why I've never really felt grief over her because some part of me just always feels like she's still there, and she is in my heart and mind, like anybody we lose, or anything, or any creature, or even a job, a career. Each to their own. What's valuable to you is valuable to you. The same emotions apply. It's just it takes different forms. I really wasn't expecting to talk about anything like this. I really wasn't expecting the emotions to start coming up like this. I'm not gonna cut this. I'm not even. I'm definitely uploading this. But well, life's not easy for any of us, and it's not supposed to be easy. It's to begin with. It's so we can learn. That's what learning is. If there's resistance while you're trying to learn, it means you're learning. Like like Audible mentioned, it may not taste great. It may not feel great. Maybe be uncomfortable or a lot uncomfortable. but it's where growth happens. Things come up in unexpected ways, like me in this video, and it just changes your entire. It can almost change your entire perception of everything. Like it makes you just think of things differently. It You can only start to see things differently in different lights, in different ways. Once you start to clear out the emotional baggage from trauma, from anything, absolutely anything. But you've got to be with your emotions. You've got to process. You can't bottle it up. Please don't bottle it up. Please don't do what I do. You learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I did. Don't bottle your emotions up so much that it comes back out in depression and anger, deep-seated anger, where you have no way of controlling it, just blind rage. And if you have been, now's the time to start opening it up. Start like opening that bottle. Start doing the inner workings. Be with your emotions. There's people now. There's organisations. There's companies. There's people to talk to. There's people you can see. And if you're like me and you don't always get along with people, there's even I don't even know where my phone is. There's ChatGPT. That's a free app on your phone, and it's not brilliant. Still treat it as a computer, but you can talk to it like a human, and you ask it to be a therapist and an unlicensed therapist, and it does. It helps ask you thought-provoking questions, and it helps you guide. It helps guide you to processing, and it offers solutions like websites and numbers you could call, and it's all free. It's ChatGPT, and I don't think many people know you can use it that way. And there's other apps. Be careful, obviously. There's still scams and things, unfortunately, these days. But there's free apps. There's free solutions. Not great, but if you can make a start on your own, just think how good you're going to feel if you know you can at least do some of it. Start it on your own. Begin the process of healing on your own. You'll get gratitude for yourself. You become grateful. Work on your inner love. It sounds cliche, sounds cheesy, but it's true. You need to love yourself, and if you don't, now is the time to start making a change that you want to see. Because this video is about endings and beginnings. So, well, endings. So please don't make the same mistakes I've done. Also, it may be beneficial to try and find a religious practice. Make sure you can question the faith in that practice, otherwise it's not a faith. It is probably a scam. If you can't question it, don't believe it. And yeah, be safe, be careful, don't get scammed. But as one thing ends, another opens. As one door closes, another opens. As something ends, something begins, as the cycle of life. There's many cycles. You don't have to feel alone with whatever you're going through. There is people out there. I care about you. My community cares about you. If you've got any problems, talk to me or questions or anything, put them in the comments. If you need to talk to me in person, DM, put it in the comments and we'll rearrange something. You're not alone. If you don't want to talk to me, try and talk to somebody you can trust. And if you can't find anyone close you can trust, talk to ChatGPT. And if you can't feel like you can talk to ChatGPT, go talk to your doctors or go to your... There's mental health practices and organisations in place now. Now, might not work for everybody, but something's better than nothing until you find the right thing, right? So, if it might seem nervous or daunting at first, but trust me, like Andy's Man Club, I went there for my depression. My anxiety were through the roof going in, but you realise it once you walk in and you sit down in the group. You can feel there's no judgment or anyone probing. Everybody's just wanting to heal together. So it is a healthy space to grow, to heal in, especially emotionally and mentally. So yeah, there's resources available to help yourself or help people you know that's struggling. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I do not make these videos for profit. I just want to help people so people can live a happy life together, so we can all get along. I just want what's best for everybody. So if you can share this video and it helps someone, wonderful. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will answer every single one. If you need to talk to me directly, we can DM. And there is services available if you need help. And if you're on the edge of harming yourself, I strongly suggest you call your emergency services. It doesn't matter. Don't feel ashamed to call if you need help. There's no shame, honestly. Call me if you need, and I'll talk to you for a few hours. I'll help you. But if you feel like you're at risk, do call your emergency services. Or you think somebody you're close to or care about is at risk, call the emergency services. Do not hesitate. Do the research. If it's not as an immediate threat, do the research, find the numbers, find these places, talk. There's people to talk to, and if you don't think there is, I'm here to talk to. My community's here to talk to. There's a lot of communities on YouTube that are happy, good places to talk to. You can find, if you have access to Discord, the online messaging forum, where you can group together with other people. It's like another social media platform. It's free, and there's some really great communities on there that can help. Just Google the mental health support Discord on Google, and it'll give you a list of communities you can join there. So yeah, there's many options. You're not alone. And now, whatever you're going through, I can guarantee it, at least one person has or is going through the same thing. And I've been through a lot, so try me. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave this video here now, guys, because well, time's knocking on. So yeah, don't rush life. Take the time to rest if you need. Be with your emotions. As one thing ends, another begins. It's got to. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, science or religion, it doesn't really matter. It's all fact, right? So, not your perspective, it is true. It's got to be true, right? If science proves it and religion, and you can observe it, it's got to be true. So, karma is real, people. Karma is real. What goes around comes around. So, I hope this video helps you in some way, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay well, my friends. Stay well. I know you can do it. I know you can be well.